Hard Way to Make It Rain is one of the coolest songs off this whole record. I wrote it with a badass by the name of Dan Smalley, a good friend of mine. I believe Dan's on Broken Bow, which is, I love the folks over at Broken Bow. That's now Jason Aldean's out there, like, I'm great. But Dan Smalley, man, he's so great. We sat down in a room together. It was our first time, I believe it was our first time writing together. We'd never written together, and we just talked about, we're just trading stories, man, because he's a road dog too. You know, he out there grinding it, playing shows left and right, and he understands what it's like being on the road all the time. He understands what it's like trying to make it in this industry. And you love it. It's hard, but you love it. There's fruits of your labor, but it's a lot of labor. And I pitched this idea to him. I was like, you know, man, I just woke up one day and I kind of sat back and looked at the industry and looked at my career and what I was doing. I was like, you know, it's a good way to make a living, but it sure is a hard way to make it rain. And you're just talking, you know, it's just the truth of the industry. It's hit or miss, man. And you just grind until you hit. And he loved that, and we sat there and we wrote this, and it's a song that puts a smile on your face, and it's a true image of what it's like being on the road, of how hard it is to be out there grinding. And you know, in my career, I've traveled in a '93 Suburban that we couldn't keep the AC running. I think it went out 5 times that I tried to get it fixed. We had a transmission go out on it twice. And that was my first real touring vehicle. Before that, it was my bass player's Jeep. So that was my first touring rig. And then we went up to a 12-passenger van that we ran for about 3 years. That I put 3 transmissions in. AC went out, I think, once or twice. There was just always something with those vehicles. But it didn't matter. You know how many gigs I missed out of all of that? Not one. Not one. We made every gig. We figured it out. Whether it was I rented a truck and a U-Haul trailer, rented 2 trucks and a U-Haul trailer, whatever we had to do, we made the gig. And when you want to make it in this industry, you do whatever it takes, you grind it out. Like I said, you stick it out until it hits. The only way you make it in this industry is see how tough you are. And that's what this song is.